Hey guys, I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave your comments below. I love reading all of your experiences. So we are getting into our life path 4 for our quarter 1. Life path 4s are practical, sensible, logical, intellectual. You guys are problem solvers. First issue with being a problem solver is everybody doesn't want their issue solved. Some people just want to vent. So keep that in mind as you guys go forth, that you don't always have to be the problem solver. Sometimes you just need to listen. And a lot of times you'll end up building strengths, problem solving strengths, by allowing people to work things out for themselves and just being a listening ear. But I mean, if someone asks you for advice, by all means, give them whatever you feel from your heart. As long as you can do that in love, then give them the advice. Otherwise, if they just want to vent, just let them vent. Offer words of encouragement if you are able to do that, and then move it along. I also get that being practical and logical and all of that can interfere with your spiritual and emotional side. Hopefully you have other things in your chart, whether it's your numerology chart or your zodiac chart, that will kind of combat and balance out this side. Because this can be very humdrum. It can be very like, everything has to work out in a certain way. I'm also getting that you are very good at seeing patterns in life. So don't ever ignore the patterns that you feel. It is definitely part of your gut feeling. Then I did pick up 4. So when you see 4 over and over again, or the numbers that you see, keep adding up to 4. 4 is love, support, encouragement. Take positive action toward manifestation. Call on your angels. That says to me with the number 4 here, call on your angels. That is really the exact opposite of being intellectual and logical. It is really the spiritual side of your number, is the fact that you are able to directly call on the angels. They are listening to love and support you. 4 is a number of a builder. So you guys are people who build. You set the foundation for things, and Spirit really needs you to do your job. So when you call on Spirit to get something done in regards to something like that, they are definitely 100% listening, and they want you to do it the right way. Because like I always say, when things are built on a shady foundation, it's just a matter of time before it all crumples, or you're going to constantly have to keep going back and fixing the foundation, redoing it, redoing it, redoing it. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, okay? That is my biggest example. So we're going to get into the challenges this first quarter. So the first one is wise one. Grow within your situation. And then we also have the owl. The owl is very wise. This is my ancestor oracle deck. Wise one, grow within your current situation. I feel like 4s can be very judgmental, and sometimes that can hold you back a little bit, because when you are somebody that is judging everybody else, you are judging yourself as well. And you could be judging yourself more harshly than you would judge other people. And you don't need to knock yourself down. You do need to support and encourage yourself. So a couple things: when you guys are feeling down, make sure you reach for your support system, someone or the people or whatever energy that encourages you. Make sure that you turn to that energy so that you can move forward. Don't delay. If you feel yourself falling into a dark place, use your tools, use the tools that you know. Grow within your current situation. There are a lot of lessons that you are currently learning. There are a lot of lessons to be evaluated in what your situation is right now. So this card also fell out. We have trader, exchange energy to create abundance. All right. So we are on challenges. Within your current situation, you have an issue with the exchange of energy. And it could be just that you don't trust the people around you. It could be that you have issues delegating tasks and you feel a tad overwhelmed. You don't trust people. But that's too bad because you can't do everything on your own. So right now, you guys are struggling with trust, struggling with vulnerability, struggling with connecting to the emotional side of things. You don't trust. You don't trust. You just don't trust the spiritual side of things. You don't trust that your guides are going to get you where you need to go, and you are struggling with your spirituality. That's what I'm getting. Not all of you, or maybe you don't feel like you are, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If your emotions are imbalanced, okay, I just want to make sure that word is clear, imbalanced. If your emotions do not have balance, you are going to struggle with the creative process. And for you, building is your creativity. Make sure your emotions are balanced. Make sure that you give vulnerability where vulnerability is due. How are we going to move past this challenge, get over this challenge, okay? So we have Four of Swords and we have Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. Four of Swords is resting, meditating to manifest something other than this like desolate. Like this energy is so, it's very draining. It's very draining. I'm getting a lot of you guys feel alone, unloved, disconnected, separated. Just you are very vulnerable right now, but you don't want to share that with anybody. You shouldn't have to get to this point in order to understand that you need to share your hopes and your dreams and your fears with somebody. You need a support system. Even if it's just one person, you need someone that you can trust, that you can confide in. You guys really, really need to work on that. With this Five of Pentacles, I'm also getting that a lot of times you guys are left out in the cold because you push people away, because you feel like you can do everything on your own, and you cannot. You just can't. You can't do everything on your own. You can't push everybody away. This needs to end. Like right now, it needs to end. What do we say about the number 4? Love, support, encouragement. Take positive action toward manifestation. Call on your angels. 4 is back. All right, so we're going to move along. What are the strengths of our life path 4s? Direction, guardian, choose your path. And I feel that so heavily, that you are trusted to build where you need to build. You are trusted to choose the path that you need to go on. And you just need to do it. Some of you guys are in some kind of fear that it's not going to be right. Whatever you choose is going to be wrong. And as long as you stay in that energy, you are going to stay in this Five of Pentacle energy, which is being left out in the code. Just do it. It's not the end. If it's like a haircut, you know, if you get a bad haircut, hair grows back. You'll be able to cut it again. If you feel like too much of your hair was cut off, they make weaves, they make wigs, but you can put it in. Style it however you want. Like, that is how life is. Like, when you are dealt a bad hand, you have to play it. You know? You have to play it. You have to. All right, so how do we build on our strengths? You know, I was just thinking about before this, I was thinking about being dealt a bad hand of spades, you know, when you barely have any spades, but you look and maybe you have all of one, you have all of one suit, right? So if you can get everybody to play all their spades like as soon as possible, you can get on this suit, you start winning, you can stay on it, okay? And that's kind of how it is. It's like you have to rethink it. Yes, this is spades, and yes, spades win. And yeah, all the spades can win. But when all those spades are out and all those spades are done, it's my turn to win with my diamonds, with all my diamonds. Because I got the ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. That 7 is a powerful ass 7 now. That 7 equals exactly what that ace equals now. Just something to think about. So, moving forward, when we are talking about, we are talking about our strengths now. King of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, baby. Only hold on to the things you need. Everything else you need to let go. Release. Be free. The Three of Wands is your ship coming in, right? So choose your direction. Hold on to the things that you love. And I'm getting, again, support system. I'm getting that you really need to acknowledge more the people who are there for you. The people who take time out of their lives to confide in you. It takes a lot to confide in somebody. And I know we talk a lot about emotional dumping and all of that, but let's be real. We go through shit sometimes. And when the people that we love go through shit, we want to be there for them. And just know that they want to be there for you too. So stop holding on so tightly to your failures and your fears and your anxiety and your pain. Stop holding on so tightly to all that negative energy. Use it to your advantage, right? If you have anxiety, what is it that you have anxiety about? Let's look at it. Let's take it head on and let's start to dissect it. And those things that you are afraid of, build on those. Face them head on and turn them into strengths. All right, so let's get a final message. I'm getting a number 13 here. I want you guys to really be careful with allowing people to use you. Make sure that when you are all in on a project or you're supporting somebody, that it falls within who you are, what you want. It aligns with, it's in alignment, period. Final message for my life path force. What we got here? All right, so I see a lot of movement. We ended up with 4 cards. That's funny. So I'm going to pull out this 4 again. Love, support, encouragement. Take positive action toward manifestation. Call on your angels. Okay. So we have 3 of Wands. All right. Which we saw here. Movement. 6 of Wands. Movement. Knight of Cups. Movement. And then we have the 2 of Coins, which represents worry. So we just spoke about the 3 of Wands being your ship is coming in. She's boarding the ship right now. She's on her way. 6 of Wands is about being successful. This isn't like a huge success, but it is like the first stepping stone. It is what is going to encourage you to keep going. It's kind of like, so let's say I submitted a story to a magazine and they actually put it in the magazine, right? So it is a success, but it's not something that is on the outside. It's not something that is life-changing, but it is encouragement to do life-changing things. All right, next we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, this one to me is movement, but it is based off of messages from your guides and also this acknowledgement of your emotions and things. So the Knight of Cups is is referred to as fickle a lot of times, kind of like on and off. Um, Knight of Cups can be like a love bombing type energy. And maybe that's something that you guys are worried about, that you're going to be loved bombed and then you're going to just be left high and dry, because I feel like love bombing is something a lot of us experience. And it is hard to kind of identify when you're like, oh yeah, they used to be so sweet, and suddenly like they're the worst person on earth. They just did that to like trap. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Final message. 3 of Wands. Ship is coming in. 6 of Wands. You are being successful. Knight of Cups. You are bringing love, spirituality. You are bringing emotions to the situation. And what I'm getting with the 2 of Coins is that the negative things that you have been worried about, the anxiety, the debt, I'm getting anxiety and debt right now, that you have been worried about, they are going to turn around. And I'm also getting that there have been a lot of things that have been going on, and you haven't been able to get to the root cause of why you feel anxiety about a certain situation. And that is something that is going to happen, something to pay attention to. All right, so that's all I have for my life path fours. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't heard it today, I love you, and I will see you guys next time.